Hi, my name is Lauren. I started seeing Seth back in 2022 for help flipping my Breech baby. I had gone to chiropractor, I had done turning babies, I had done many things to try to flip my baby, and I was 36 weeks. And one visit with Seth, and that night my baby flipped, and I continued to see him for the rest of that pregnancy. I started sleeping better, I started feeling better, I felt less anemic. His herbal medicine really helped. And then with this baby, with this pregnancy, I had some bleeding early on, even though the baby was fine. So I started seeing Seth again, and he was able to help me to the point of the bleeding stopping. And I went probably about 7 weeks without any issue or complication. And then my water broke, which is it's not super common, but it happens with the amount of bleeding I had. And now I'm in the hospital, and I've been here for 2 weeks. I immediately called Seth the first day and said, "Can you help me out, because my baby is breech again and my water broke?" And he gave me many, many words of wisdom that helped calm me down and helped me to zoom out and to think about the journey that was laying ahead, but in a positive way. He immediately put together a wonderful mixture of herbs, and I actually have a higher than normal fluid amount for patients who have premature ruptured membranes. My baby is very healthy. I get told constantly by nurses and doctors that he looks really, really good and above averagely healthy. I'm told that the more fluid I have, the more likely I am to have a prolonged pregnancy, that I won't spontaneously go into labor. And as far as the breech goes, Seth told me to try to calm my nervous system and to move out of fight or flight into rest and digest. And once I did that he would flip. And just yesterday, I kept thinking, I kept realizing I'm not in fight or flight anymore. I had been working really hard, but also working through a lot of emotions of being in the hospital, of being away from my family, and trying to relax my nervous system, as Seth said. And I had maybe 3 or 4 times yesterday where I had the realization, I'm not in fight or flight anymore. I'm in rest and digest. I really am. Like, I'm okay. I've moved out of fight or flight. My nervous system is calm. And yesterday evening, my baby flipped, head down, just like Seth said. And I continue to drink the herbal medicine that he gives, and I really believe that it helps. And I wish I could go in for acupuncture right now, because that always helps. And I just really appreciate the wisdom and knowledge that Seth brings, and I feel very fortunate to be able to go to his practice.